Who did we lose? Oh, dang it, Jeff gone. Sorry. Hello, everybody. It's Coffee With. Primarily Klingon edition of the holiday special, starting of the holidays. I'm Sean. Drew will be joining us in a minute. Oh, there he is. We got Austin and Savannah, I believe.
Yep.
My brain's not working. Mike, and I know Sharon's around. Unfortunately, I got to take that thing off. It's right in the middle of Mike's face.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh.
Thank you.
We have Jorn or John from CAG. He's our Grand Boobah, the master of all. We have the vampire, John from England. And we have Mark, the ambassador. And down below, we have, how do I say this? The master of the union, Jeff.
That's right.
Turned famous by being on the news this past month.
Oh.
So,
I've been on TV several times.
Did you put it in the fridge?
So I'm going to do this for a second. Maybe. There we go. I lost my train of thought. Oh, so costuming. Right now, Austin. That's you. I was introducing what your question was going to be.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay, I'm going to mute you for now.
I was trying to get you back to train of thought.
Speaking of costuming, Austin and Savannah have been working on their costumes for the Klingon costume. And Jorn came in and said, "Where's Drew? I need to ask him about
headpieces."
Go ahead, Jorn. The headpiece.
Trudy wants to have you take a look at her mold or at her of the headpieces for you guys.
Okay. All right.
How do you want to do that?
You want to bring them up next weekend?
That was my thought.
So you're all going up to Neutral Zone next weekend?
Yeah, we're meeting them up there.
Cool.
Have a gay old time. Well, not really gay, but we'll have a good time.
So next weekend, if you want to meet Jorn and Drew, you will go to Kingsland, Georgia, and go to Neutral Zone Studios for their fan weekend. There will be, I believe it's events. Vic is going to be there.
Vic will be there.
Neutral Zone Studios. Scotty will be there.
Yes. Jimmy Doan's son, Chris, will be there.
They've got a artist guest too.
I'm going to see if his memory is as good as mine.
I know that this weekend, I think up in Kingsland, the train station has the twins from Voyager. Yes.
Yeah.
But next weekend, Drew is going to be early celebrating his birthday. Mike's going to be celebrating his anniversary, but Sharon will be at home. So,
Talking about next weekend tonight.
Yeah.
So
saying I'll be there. I'll be there to celebrate our anniversary, and you'll be home.
I won't be there, but Savannah and Austin are going to be joining the crew up in Neutral Zone Studios to be introduced to our, I guess, second home
Pretty much.
of the show.
Pretty much.
So please go check them out. Check out the Klingons and everybody. I believe Drew's doing a costume change partway through the weekend at least.
One day I'm going to the next day.
So one day he's going to be in a Starfleet uniform. The next day he'll be in his Klingon uniform.
We all should be. Me, Savannah, Mike, and Drew should all be doing a costume change.
So, well, Jordan's going to be there, and his wife. So it'll be a grand old time. What's next?
You got to bring cigars.
You should film your you should film your little.
Are you up there?
If you take, well, no, there's no Wi-Fi there. Never mind.
You can still film it. Put it up at the hotel.
Do a little intro film, like 10 or 15 minutes, and
That's the whole door.
Well,
but
you want Drew to film at a studio.
Yes.
yes,
Just want to be clear on that.
but I'm saying if he does a real quick intro of the people, and it can be posted, and we can share it over at Neutral Zone Studios.
Well, I'll be able to see my little brother, so that works. That's what I call Ray, because he's shorter than me.
Yeah, number one will beat both of you up.
Nah.
Okay.
She gives me a hug every time she sees me.
Yeah. But
And then threatens my life.
so things coming in the future. After Dark is coming back as Connie After Dark. Haven't gotten everything set up to when and exactly what time. But that is coming. He's talking about every week doing it. I made on TikTok, I made a temporary theme and sent it to him to see what he thinks. We'll find out. But
See, she will threaten me. I'm not lying.
I know. Sean, not this Sean, Sean
Sci-fi Sean.
and Lori, they are in Fort Meade, which if you saw the pictures of all of us and Klingon costumes standing in front of Scooby-Doo Bill and these three yahoos in the what is the car called?
We were in the supernatural car.
We were in
What's-
Baby.
That's right. The
Baby.
Klingons stole the supernatural car. We invaded.
They invaded Baby, I believe is the car's name, right?
Yes.
Okay. And they sat on the throne of Santa Claus and went around. They're doing a Christmas themed show today. Hey, Drew. I could have put the camera right here.
Don't you have that picture?
If we put it up. But it's under. Wait, hold on. It's under the CAG. It should be right. We go to CAG in Florida. That's the group, and scroll up, and we'll find that picture. Speaking of which, what happened with everybody leaving the group? Jordan?
Who's leaving the group?
Oh,
A
Did
lot
you
of
see
people
that in the message
left,
group?
yeah.
okay. I didn't think we were going to be talking about this,
Oh,
but to bring people up to date, we lost Taj Heck. It went over to another Klingon facility, not Claw, KDIF, I think, but internal conflicts and a couple of misspeakings by gag higher ups, myself included. Kind of drove them to the brink of leaving.
well, it happens, unfortunately.
Yep.
But I know for a fact that you've been doing with the meetings and trying to get everybody more active is helping a lot because everybody's communicating a lot more.
Oh, that's good to hear.
I got a question.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Is this an approved alternative to the cup?
To the what?
To the Klingon, to the bloodline mug.
Hey.
It's a 2-liter. It's a 2-quart version.
We can do what we want. We can do what we want. So,
Whatever you want.
if it looks Klingon, it is Klingon. Throw a logo on it.
Exactly.
Hey, I saw that at work the other day. I picked it up. I was like, wait, this is my size version of it. But it literally is, instead of a measuring cup, it's a bigger version of the pitcher, but very similar. So I was like, hey, this might work. But we'll go with, let me pull up the picture of them in the car. There it is. Real quick. So I don't think we had a show since we did this.
I think we lost John.
Put it in there.
So
The AER was done.
It was when I got a rank up.
so
I remember that picture.
So the Klingons kind of took over the car.
Yeah, we decided to use it for a very, very important service. We're going after Romulans.
Yes, my love.
They took quite a few pictures. Although the guy in the car door is actually who made the car.
He's the owner. He took the pictures.
And like I said, taking it, they played Santa's helpers.
Yeah. We were there to frighten the kids.
What was I going to show
God
before?
only knows what you know.
Oh, I know what it was. And now I have to close this out real quick and find it first. Remove.
BartoCon?
Okay, let me find it. But Sean asked us if we could advertise the shows. And I am on the wrong spot. I had it open. Wait, no, it's on this one. Okay. So, February, where we met these two gentlemen, Jordan and Mark.
And Mike.
And Mike was actually at Sci-Fi Barto. Mark and
You want to become an officer?
George
You don't have to.
first, and then we met Mike. So February 17th this year will be Sci-Fi Barto, and it's time themed. So definitely time travel. And you know what he didn't put up here is
Do you want
the bird of prey. We need to tell him he needs to add the bird of prey.
Way back.
Yeah,
No,
because
went back in time.
it was a time machine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
Did I wrinkle you?
HMS Bounty.
So the HMS Bounty is missing. So we'll have to talk to Sean. And for that, in March, they're going to be doing a show in Fort Meade, and it's an art show. So they're going to do a themed car show and stuff like that. And Fort Meade really did support the show. They gave 3 full blocks for the first show, and afterwards they were impressed and immediately said, hey, we want you to do not only the toy show next year, we want you to do this art showcase. So unfortunately, I believe we're going to be at Polytech this day, March 16th.
Yes. Dorn and us will be at.
So we're going to be at Polytech, but if you're not at Polytech, because it's a school-only show,
Be at Fort Meade.
be at Fort Meade. They're going to have a lot of great vendors. They're going to have Sean and Lori and the whole cast and crew that helps out. So definitely check them out. Tonight they opened up for a Christmas thing where all the shops were open and they were going to have a block party basically tonight, like they did before Sci-Fi Barto that Friday, how they had the block party beforehand. That's what they're doing tonight for Christmas. So Sean said he was going to come on, but unfortunately they were free to suppose. Now, the show that unfortunately only I got to go to this year because somebody had my issue in the morning. Was Prehistoric Con, and Sean actually asked us to come as Star Trek, and what we plan on doing is adding some steampunk items in April to our costumes, and going as if we're making a second visit to a prehistoric planet, basically. So we're going to drop in and act like we're making second contact to this. That's April 16th.
April what?
April 6th. I'm sorry, April 6th.
And I will be on.
Oh,
April 6th.
okay.
Sorry. That's in Mulberry, Florida, which we did as a group at the Gym Theater. The con
Wrath of
Khan movie. All of us Klingons
You were there,
and all
John.
went
know.
and invaded. There's one last thing. He doesn't have a flyer yet. However, next year, August 3rd instead of in October, BartoCon's going to happen, and Sean didn't tell us details of who's coming yet, but he said
there are 3 nibbles for guests.
And they
I'm not
approached
sure who but they contacted him.
So the show went so well that 3 guests actually contacted saying they wanted to be part of BartoCon next year. So great thing. These are all shows that we have ties to, everybody in the group except for
Austin and
the
Sonoma.
Vampire. No, they were at Sorting Hat.
That's true.
They haven't gotten a date or time or where they're going to do Sorting Hat yet. I know that's in the future. But currently we have these 4 shows coming up. And then the rest of us will be, Jeff, unfortunately, is out of state, but we keep inviting Jeff. Hey, Jeff, come to Sci-Fi Bartow.
Yeah.
In February.
Bring your son. Yeah.
Bring your son. We have an inn at Legoland.
Yes.
I'm sure there could be tickets arranged for you and your son to go to Legoland.
Bribes.
Up to 5 tickets.
But so I want to hit on this. I know it's not sci-fi. I know it's not. But Jeff has been working hard in his union to get reasonable pay for caretakers in his state.
Yeah,
Would you say that's
a couple weeks ago, we had
I'm not talking about the burger.
a youth conference is what it was, for the Rockford area for the SEIU union for services in the city right now.
we can't hear you, Jeff.
Okay, you can't hear me?
You reverberate.
Okay, sorry.
Hold on. Let me try this. Talk now.
Why not, Jeff?
1, 2, 3. I'm hearing you, but
Yeah. I don't know what's with the mic.
Yeah, it might be. I'm using my phone.
Oh,
There's the problem.
do you have a headset or an earbud?
Yeah, let me see if I can switch them over to earbud. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
While he's doing that, like I said, we were joking today about putting out for commission displays because Mike and Drew did the display for Neutral Zone Studios.
The command console of a Constitution class starship.
And the joke was, I made a joke. I said I should put it on Etsy for commission for about $3,000 a thing. And Carol said nobody would pay that much. I'm like, if it looks good, I'm sure a lot of people would pay that much. But it's one of those things of we ain't building it unless you pay for it.
Yeah, but you're looking at the shipping alone would be like astronomical. And then when they go to pick it up and they find out the whole thing weighs 12 pounds, they're going to be like, what the?
How is this? Can you hear me better?
It's a little bit better. Hold on.
Go ahead and put it on the screen. The console.
Yeah, go ahead and talk, Jeff.
Well, let's see. To explain what I was doing is back in April, I was elected by the local Rockford branch of the SEIU Healthcare, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, and Kansas to what is called the bargaining committee. This bargaining committee has to negotiate with the state of Illinois every 4 years, for new contracts, for raises, benefits, that kind of stuff. And as part of the efforts that we do, and we go in, we talk to them in Chicago. I've been to Chicago a couple of times, more than a couple. But this time we had people coming in from Waukegan and Chicago, and we had what we called a news conference, and the local television stations came. And what we talked about the reasons we were asking for these raises and stuff, as they are important to not only the workers, but also to the consumer. The consumers being those who are disabled and in need of this service. Now, remember that this service is partially to help the people out there, but it also allows our customers from staying in such things as old folks' homes or care homes. We're taken care of at home with the help of their individual providers, and that day we did the conference, the news conference in front of the doors office, that is the Department of Rehabilitation Services for Illinois in Rockford. And after the main part of the news conference, I was asked to be interviewed as part, number one, I'm on the bargaining committee, which is there are only 20 of us, and I could discuss what we were doing and that. And I emphasized that a happy customer and a happy provider, namely like myself, I'm my son's individual provider, trickles down to the customer. And what would make most of them happy is not to worry about things like food or how to provide for your family. If you got to go out every month to pantries or to get help from other places, it's not making a happy camper. So part of this was to emphasize that in my case that our goal is to make sure that we're providing for our customers at the same time providing for our families and the such. I was on 2 of the 3 interviewed by 2 of the 3 television stations. The other one I didn't even know was there, but that was only a few minutes on both stations. So that's where that went to. Will I be on others? No, I don't think so. I got my 4 minutes of fame out of that, I guess, or the 15 minutes. But I belong to the SEIU union, as I say. I didn't know if I mentioned that, but that provides union protection for PAs who wish to be a part of it. There's also different types of unions. Like
the thing of it is,
go ahead.
The thing of it is with the negotiations you do with your union for your healthcare union has a side effect in places like Florida that doesn't have unions, because it raises the average pay overall. So even though Florida doesn't have a union, the caretakers down here will get a bump in pay because your union in your state raises it.
Well, ours only than that, but that state. But if it don't trickle down to Florida or Mississippi or Alabama or Tennessee, I'm all for it. So
when organizations like yours manage to succeed in getting reasonable pay for people that do jobs like that, it has within a 6 to 8 month period, there's generally a national impact.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So I thought it was awesome that somebody regularly on the show went out and was working to help people as a whole, that in a big group that basically take care of people with special needs.
That's right.
And people don't realize it. I worked for 10 years at a drug rehab for teenage boys, and we got paid dirt. We didn't get raises, but every 3 years, and it was 2%. Once every 3 years. So what people don't realize is not the raises don't even happen in most industries unless an organization like this goes out and does it. So his organization will actually affect my old job's pay in the long run. So for him to be on the news and be part of this group, I thought that was something that should be highlighted.
It even ends up having an impact on. I was a foster parent of special needs. It even has an impact on them, giving them better access, better services.
So I just wanted to take a moment and say, hey,
thank you.
This is what's going on. We are big in community service and serving the areas, and that serves the whole country. And you never know that happens.
Well, the union, SEIU union, has been around for a while. Believe it or not, it started out as an elevator union, a union of elevator operators back in the 30s. And it's gone into healthcare. It's gone into security. It's gone into, like the security guards and stuff. It's gone into even Hollywood. They were a major push on those strikes in Hollywood, although they weren't the ones that were striking. A few weeks before that, they shut down the LAX practically because they were having an issue there. And they did stage an event which practically put travel at LAX in Los Angeles to a standstill. So unions are still going here. We are established a state, the so-called right to work state, actually our right to criticize and prevent unions from going to the United States. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing if they allow the unions to get in, but it's a bad thing that the workers are not given a choice of whether they want a union or not. And that's what a right to work state does. It's not entirely, hey, I don't need to belong to a union. So I, okay, you don't need to belong to a union. They have that choice too.
So.
But here's the strange thing. You mentioned the trickle-down effect. In the state, there are several hundred personal individual providers, as we put it, who are not members of the union, but they benefit from these negotiations and get the training, pay, and everything that the union people make. They get everything they negotiate, but they are not members of the union. That's sad. And the reason they decided not to. There are a few that decided not to. There's a few that don't know about the union. Believe it or not, they're told by doors. And then there's a third group that gets told by the conservative think tanks that send out false advertising saying, you get this much if you're not a member of the union. Let me, I'm going to point it out and then I'm going to end this. I received one of the flyers from one of these conservative think tanks, and they were calling this one person for leaving the union, and they said, "We're going to get the raises anyway. Why do you want to belong to the union?" My question to her is, how are you going to get those raises? To the golden heart of the state? No, they're not going to give raises if they don't have to. I mean, It's not like there's a built-in 3.5% raise every year. No, there isn't. The workers in the healthcare industry, providers who help our needs, disabled needs especially, they're not guaranteed anything except what is in the contract. So, what we do is important, and you said it. And I thank you for your support.
Before I joined the service, I was a paramedic in Los Angeles County. I joined the service. When I got out, I went to work at a state-owned facility that was AFL-CIO like Los Angeles County. Not going to mention the state, but the union rep in the building was taking very nice cushions, and the contracts were not being held. When I left LA, I was a union rep on staff. She got mad when I walked in with all the current books and 4 union reps from the main office. She ended up going to jail. The administrator ended up going to jail. And everybody got a raise. They were working at 40% the approved salary. So, yeah.
Well, there are those that do that, but we try to keep
the implications of just one doing that can make or break a difference.
That's right. I have to do that. Well, thank you for
with a heart to the.
You liked it?
Yeah.
Steve put up a heart for the video. He liked it.
Why can't I find Harvey?
Who?
So
it's you.
Yeah. I don't know where that came from. Okay.
So Hagrid on the stairs with Bobby. I said, "Ooh, it's Sean."
So now, wait a minute. I did grab that. So this is the picture of the console, because unfortunately we're having a little bit of a it's us. Verizon.
We're not on Verizon.
Frontier is
and Windows. Putting up the news.
I didn't open it. Go away.
Wow. Something has been found.
Wow, we're a little bit slaggy. Did it pop up for y'all yet?
You see it?
The other
You got
empire.
the picture of the console? So it's harder to find the one with Martok on it. However, I real quick found this one. But this is the console we made, and I joked about putting it up for commission for $3,000. Unfortunately, there's the one thing that I find is what is that? Is Star Trek stuff really isn't marketed much. It's few and far between. Oh wait!
CBS wants it that way.
It's Harvey. So
and she's like, "Don't worry, just go find it."
One of the things I wanted to bring Harvey on is Austin's playing with something I don't know where he's playing.
Playing with.
Wait, Harvey just
I'm
appeared
playing with
already?
my pet.
Oh,
His system went,
when Harvey gets back,
I'm teasing
Um,
James with the little toy.
what I wanted to talk about is we're going to start, hopefully, unless his schedule changes, Austin, because I know he's trying to get a closer job. Right now. Unless his schedule changes, he works Saturdays. We're
I don't work
talking about
Saturday. I will never
doing
work
a
Saturdays or Sundays.
game group. And that, okay. So the game group will be, he's got to go through the books and set up for,
can't believe this has been broken.
Yeah, no, I've got to go.
he's going to be
and,
setting up a Star Trek adventure. So what we possibly will be doing coming soon is filming us playing Star Trek, which means the people that are regular might be able to join us as.
Actually, I'm a hefty, not a regular.
Look at Jeff.
Now he's going to threaten me with a good time, like I'm going to be afraid.
What
Luckily,
our regular guests will be able to join us like this, and we'll broadcast it to show learning the system and actually playing. I know Harvey plays D&D. I believe Austin does. I play D&D. I started listening to a show called Hapless Heroes, and they started 6 years ago recording a show. And they had people fall out because of real life and come in, and they basically, over half the cast had never played D&D. And as they learned D&D, they did the podcast. And truthfully, it's probably one of the most entertaining podcasts. What do you say?
Nothing new.
Oh. It's probably one of the most entertaining podcasts of D&D I've ever listened to. And it influenced a couple of my characters that I played to be. I used to play the ranger that was really stoic and, I'm going to protect the forest. I'm going to do this. But I started playing the cleric that was a little bit chaotic. So I would be the one to grab my hammer and go, I'm going to fight this guy. Let's go. After listening to this, because of Hoblet, he had a timer that if you gave him too much time to think about it, he did something stupid. If you handed him paper, he ripped it up and burnt it. He didn't like papers. He didn't read. So his character, that's how he. Oh, he. Steve said, looks great, but he's kind of under the weather.
We are.
So I'm not going to put what's happening, and he's just sick.
Damn.
So he did like it, and so I guess I could show it since he okayed it. But I basically took 5 or 6 pictures and put it to Petticoat Junction's theme song. So anybody in this chat except for Austin will know what that theme song is.
Jordan is like, oh God. That crazy.
But
You've been around us enough. You
my
should
whole
know.
thing is he wanted a video theme, and I wanted something that temporary until I can find more pictures and get more pictures to make a better one. But I gotta say, TikTok is actually a way that if you don't have the video editing skills, that you can make stuff like small intros or different stuff just by adding pictures to something.
Jordan, I need to get with you, by the way. I found something that I find interesting.
Okay.
So in the future, there will be a Star Trek Adventures coming to the channel. There will be, through After Dark, some Saturday evening movie nights that Steve talked about. And After Dark will be coming back on a weekly basis, he said. So it will be after this show. Never sleeping again. But like I said, we are going to be doing some added stuff. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, show it. All right, Steve.
So let me pull it back up.
You're the boss, man.
But
How you see?
now I did put it on TikTok, and it's already gotten 250 views. So it's like 3.
Cool.
But I'm not a big creator, so the Klingon one got 300 or something on mine.
Hello, Steve.
Why is it is a little bit laggy tonight? Huh?
It's so done.
Oh,
Gotta have something for the holidays.
Hey guys, I've been holding the camera this whole time, the phone the whole time. I forgot I had a stand, holding stand and stuff. You can put my camera in, and so that's why what happened when I got knocked off. It accidentally got knocked off. So yeah, but I know Steve Harley's there.
okay.
All right, hang on, guys.
Okay.
Hold that thought.
I'm going to stop it there because it's going to go on for a minute, and I didn't add enough pictures for it. I think I'll need to make it like 15 seconds, 5 pictures. But once we get more pictures, I'm going to add them to it and probably change up the theme song every once in a while.
You should get one of them with Steve standing next to one of them artillery people.
Actually, you need
Actually,
Benny Hill. Wow.
But my main thing is I didn't want to put a lot of the Starfleet. That one said Starfleet, but that's his chapter. But it's not. It's just like this show where we have a membership, but the show is more encompassing than one club. So, like I said, we will be adding more stuff to that. I just wanted to get something out there for him so that when he's ready, there's at least something he can use, because I need to send them all the After Dark stuff that I do have from the original show?
I've got a couple of other things I got to gather up. Send Randy.
Yeah. To make.
All right, I'll let the bag out of the cat. I just found a program that will allow me to take a screenshot of all the vessels that I have made in Stowe and turn them into a 3D video, 3D animation. So I can start kind of making our own cartoons about all of us.
So there are stuff in the future that we're going to be doing. I know tomorrow Austin and Savannah are coming over here to sew.
Mm-hmm.
Savannah actually put on her dress that she's going to use for the Klingon outfit. But
look sharp.
She went that away.
She's that way, officer.
Now I'm going to ask you something, Austin.
Oh shit!
Look at yourself real quick.
You're twice the warrior you think you are. You've got these two.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
wearing her ranks.
Oh, okay. I'm wondering why there was two sets of ranks on the uniform.
So these are hers. These are mine.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't want to lose these, so I have them here.
So after they finish his and Savannah's costumes up, the next step is they're going to make a costume for the little one.
Yes.
So we will have 3 little Klingons by Syfy Bartow, hopefully.
And we also have the Starfleet uniform, red, yellow, and blue.
So they've been working
We
on.
already know he chose red. He doesn't like blue.
So I got a question. Did you take pictures as you're doing this?
Nope.
No, but the proof is at Drew's house.
The proof might be there, but if you take the pictures as you're doing it, since you're learning, we can post them of this is how you're going through it.
Hey, sweetheart. Lovely, lovely love of my life. Could you take pictures of us when we're doing the uniform?
Making it, I said the costume to the as you're doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, the teacher ain't doing the.
She takes the picture. But in the future, I'm going to I'm going to order a tank top to cut up because
material.
I have the material at home. Got to cut up the tank top to make.
Wide strap muscle shirt.
Yes, I know this.
It's kind of snug.
Because once I make the official fabric one, I'm going to be making the current shirt into my Florida Man Klingon, which will come complete with black jeans and a snuff can circle on the back, the candy cigarettes if I could find them, a fishing pole weapon, a cane pole, and flip-flops. That's the shoes.
Put a reel on this.
And it will be my Florida Man Klingon.
You mean your hillbilly Klingon?
Yeah.
Such a limited imagination.
So I'm just doing comedic. That's going to be my comedic thing after I make the official TOS stuff. Correct. Then I get to start, once I learn the sewing for that, then I get to start making my next generation Klingon.
Love. That baby ain't easy.
No. In comparison, I got to say, I made the first one in 10 minutes. That one's going to take a lot longer.
Oh, yeah.
So, He must have lost internet or something. Yeah.
No, it didn't come into me.
But like I said, in the future, game nights, movie nights, missions. I'm just putting it out there. If somebody contacts us and says, "Hey, we will pay you lots of money,"
If somebody wants to commission any item whatsoever, tell him and he will make it.
make it for $1,000 after materials.
If I have cash, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Those things are expensive.
I'm literally saying, if you make it worth the time, because and no rush orders, please, because they're not going to be.
Time is the biggest issue.
The props take, I'm going to say, truthfully, at least 3 months to build. Not 3 months to build, because there's always emergencies. But a month?
Mike and I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, no kidding.
He had one. I had one. He had one. I had one. He had one. I
Weren't
had
you
one.
both sick in that month, too?
And then we both got sick. And then somebody else came up and helped and tried to deal with some of the stuff. And then, yeah.
So, like I said, if you really want it and you got the money to pay for it, yeah. But we definitely got to talk to Sean about putting the bird of prey on the flyer.
Yeah.
Because you can't be a Star Trek fan without realizing.
He's going to help me do his styrofoam. The drip to the tip and the tip. And then we're going to use corrugated PVC to make the body and the warp drive and everything else. And it's going to be on the carriage.
Oh.
So James will be flying his own little bird prey.
Oh, so like Shuttlecraft last year, you'll have a bird of prey.
Yes, it'll say first time.
On the other side, you got to put
We left the little one on charge.
the time ship.
Yep.
So
H&S Bunky.
So now, anybody following SpaceX's, they call them successes, but I call them explosions.
You mean like the kamikaze flights? No,
In the
thank
last
you.
3 months, what, 7 of their rockets have blown up?
Yeah.
They announced yesterday that they're going to launch the spaceship.
Yeah, good luck with that. I don't think you can get flight insurance.
So I saw that. I was like, you're going to risk it and you can't even get a cheap rocket up in the air without it going.
You know how many one of them
They
brown
keep
had
paying me not to get it anywhere near that thing. Are you kidding me? It's a flying bomb.
follow the Gemini mission.
However, I'm just going to say, if you look at the U.S., we only lost about 10 total.
Yeah, I got a perfect record.
10 out of 70 years? SpaceX has lost that in 2 years.
Yeah, like our Sean, like our Canadian friends would have said, it blew it up real good.
They're like, oh, it's going to make it. And then I'm like,
Boom.
that looks like the Challenger.
Yeah. At least it didn't blow up on the pad or just above it. This one blew up spectacularly halfway up to its trajectory.
He's working on his 4th of July display.
They cannot figure out how to ignite this stage after this one pops off. It ignites while this one's on and goes. And I'm like, didn't we figure this out in the 50s?
Yeah,
Well, when you got Larry, Moe, and Curly as their engineering team, good luck with that. Yeah, really. They figured some rockets were good. Let's just keep adding more rockets.
Yep.
God.
They were doing good when the rockets were launching and it was coming back and landing on the ship. And then all of a sudden they went, yeah, let's go back to the drawing board. We're going to mess this all up. I'm like, why?
Nah, let's just throw more money down the bottomless pit.
You got to remember also the systems are completely different from the Saturn Texas. Separation sequence is different. The computers are different. You ever thought that maybe the computers are just thinking too fast?
Okay. So we all know SpaceX. There's another company that launches satellites every day, and we never hear about them.
Remember, this has 200 times the computing power of what put us on the moon.
No kidding. That means it should be easier.
If you're wearing a smartwatch, same thing. That's at least 1,000 times more.
Here's what they do. They put these fast systems in. They say go, and all these old stuff that they borrowed from the old Saturn V are still used to. Give me a minute, I'll think about it. So it says undo, and they're like, "Well, think about it." And about that point, the new part that says fire.
I'm just saying, the woman pulled out the abacus and went left now, and it worked. Why can't the computer go? Yeah, it works now. Nope, that blew up again.
Ooh, that being said, has anyone besides me, and I think you have, seen Hidden Figures?
Yeah.
I think so.
We watched it last night and had Tori watch it and tried to explain to her those issues. Tori was rather shocked when she saw that the lady had to run all the way across the base of Langley just to use the bathroom.
Why does it take you 45 minutes to use the bathroom?
Hidden Figures.
We were trying to explain to her that Kevin Costner's character, historically, the man who he was portraying, was one of those that took a great big step to us accepting each other as human beings.
Mm-hmm.
It was twofold, though. It wasn't only the
when he got the crowbar out.
They had the woman-man issue. They had the black-white issue. They had they had so many issues that he had the foresight and the gumption, or there are several other words you can throw in there, to just say, no, this is a gift and a blessing. We need to use it. We need to see it on an equal footing to us. Jordan, Jeff, John, Mark, Mike, we lived through it firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
By the time we hit high school, we were all of the, oh no, this crap's stopping now. We all probably ended up going to the principal's office at least once, because we refused to play a game of social indignity.
Yeah.
They used weight. They used your hair color, your hairstyle, your clothing. They used everything to put us against one another. And it was our generation that took the point seriously and said, no, this is going to end.
Yep.
Okay, I'm off my soapbox.
You know, I just figured something. The show's Coffee With. We bought the dang coffee cups, and they've been hidden in the middle of the bar.
They weren't hidden. They were up there keeping the Long and Ale company.
Hey, look, it's for the Irish coffees.
Oh, I'll get the Jameson.
But we did buy these a long time ago because it was going to be a prop for the Coffee With. Holy shit, he's pulling out booze.
You
Jameson.
started it, Sean.
No, he started it. I said coffee.
Jameson, Irish whiskey.
And Austin left before the Jameson
He
came out.
said Irish coffee. You can't have
Irish coffee.
Medicinal purposes only, right? Aye.
So,
Of course, I'm innocent. Alcohol never touches these lips.
oh shit.
No, I don't waste it. I put it straight down my throat.
Dumped one year, and she just drank a shit ton of things.
Now, I'm going to say, was it the scotch? Yeah.
Well, it is indeed wasted. It's indeed wasted because it's not going down my throat.
I'm going to say one thing. Some people can't deal with the scotch.
Single malt scotch has a different burn to it.
I'm just going to say somebody cannot handle it. When he pours out the single malt scotch and hands it to the person goes, no.
Cheers, Brian Joe.
Uh-huh.
So you
Single malt scotch.
You know that since he visited, that's the same amount that's what's in it.
Yes,
And
I know.
how many people live in
visited? Someone turned up there and got it,
Oh,
and it was unopened. And they opened it, and they drank two.
it wasn't that one, was it? It was the other person you said, right?
Yeah, it was someone else.
Oh, okay.
They drank
John.
over a quarter of it.
I was fixing to say if it was that one, I wanted to see the video.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
So
So
John,
yeah.
there is an event this weekend if people wish to attend. It's Saturday, tomorrow and Sunday at the DoubleTree at Universal. They're having the PopCon event.
Okay. What's it called?
PopCon.
Popcorn.
It costs a massive, earth-shattering $5 to go in.
Yeah,
That's
but
actually
what
not
does it
bad.
cost to get
That's
out?
the DoubleTree in Orlando.
Yes, the DoubleTree at Universal, the Twin Towers. They're going to have. You can look it up. They're on Facebook, and basically they're going to have a bunch of comic book artists there, and there may be some anime people.
Huh?
I know Vic was there last year.
Here you go.
And one of his
Yeah, I remember
cohorts
that, yeah.
continues. Yep.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, did we mention
featuring
voice
John
artists?
Schlafly, Brienne, Nick
Yep.
Knickerbocker, Peter Raymondo, and Aaron Bartley. John Swah. That's repeats. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a neat little show. You know, it costs all of $5.
That and under 12 is free. So if you are in the Orlando area tomorrow, definitely check out this con because that's an amazing price for a DoubleTree one.
It's
Is it a very large con then? Because
yes,
it's a 2-day con. That's amazing for that.
And they have a lot of people can get their Christmas shopping out of the way there too.
Yeah. So tomorrow, if you are in the area, definitely stop by there.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Something to do.
We're not going to talk about it. Yeah.
Yep.
So definitely, if you're in the area, check out PopCon. Like he said, the free con. 3 of the 4 cons that we talked about at the beginning are completely free cons or activity, which means the vendors are the only ones paying anything. And when you go on,
please support them.
When you go and buy something from a vendor, you're supporting the person that put on the con. You know, because while most of the time there are guests, there are cosplayers that come in to entertain, stuff like that, they're putting their time. The people that are the vendors are paying, and a lot of them come 2 or 3 hours to the cons or the street fairs or whatever.
Well, like the Intergalactic Trading Post to get the BartoCon is a 6-hour drive.
They're in Miami? Yeah. No, 3 hour. 4 hour.
His warehouse is in Miami.
Oh. So
he's at the far end of the Keys.
So, like I said, when you see these inexpensive cons or whatever, go in and support some of the local vendors. There's small vendors. I look for a small vendor every single time.
Well, it's good to meet and greet them. It's good to give them other ideas to work on.
Yeah.
They don't take offense to that. If they're doing a bunch of anime art and you go, well, I'm really into Star Trek, and you do something like that, pretty soon you'll run into them and suddenly they've got a bunch of Star Trek stuff. You know, as a matter of fact, one at BartoCon, at Syfy Barto only did, no, not Syfy Barto, at the one we went to, Mark.
Oh, yeah, BartoCon.
All they had was anime, but at BartoCon, they had Bird of Praise, they had Starships, they had Deep Space Nine, they had a bunch of other artwork that went to another thing.
And also, you never know when you go to some of these smaller conventions. You might be supporting a future artist that does stuff like that. This was made by a 12-year-old girl that basically made a booth and was at the Harry Potter con and was selling stuff all day long.
Oh, neat.
And so this is what the smallest one she made. She made 3 different sizes. But I bought this for Carol because I knew she liked Harry Potter, and I thought it would be perfect for her desk. I got it to show you an example, not to. But if you think about it, by supporting this person, I went to the writer block party. The person that I picked 2 people there that I was going to buy something from. The one was a 14-year-old author. By supporting those people, we're telling them, hey, keep going. Which means the person that makes this might make something else. And this is the business that they have for the rest of their life.
Right.
So you never know. You might be supporting a kid
artist
that is.
I mean, this person could not only go into the art, but they could also go into doing movies, art.
Yeah,
art part for movies.
So, like I said, you're supporting the local businesses. You're supporting the future artists. You never know, because while we got 3D printers at the Southwest Florida Con, I bought a mask from one of the local small 3D vendors. I bought dice. Every time I go to a con, it seems like I buy dice.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
These are dice out.
So
again.
And Mark and I have been doing that, and John and Jorn, that we know. I mean, you go in there the first 2 or 3 times, they may not remember you, but after a while, if they've gotten a chance to know you, you walk past the vendor's going to call you in.
Yeah.
I've worked with the Intergalactic Trading Company. I don't know, close to 22 years. So when I walked past, I didn't realize he was there at BartoCon, and he saw me, and he's like, "Hey, Drew."
Or
so I mean, and then he'll tell you, "Oh, hey, I know what you look for. Go to that one, and that one."
Or the medicine vendor, or the candy man. Sorry.
Works both ways. Anyway, but this way, you're enhancing communication. You're helping them keep their focus on their products getting out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can pick up ideas if you're trying to make something or create something.
By the way, when John and I did Phantasm, they were very, very happy to have us there, and they definitely want us back.
Once they get to know you, they want you back.
Of course.
I mean, at Polycon, we have a chance to make a really big impact, us of the Star Trek community. Since I've been approached as Starfleet, I'm kind of stuck, guys. But you guys have been approached from CAG. Since it's outdoors, I can bring the big tent. We can be together.
Oh, it's outdoors?
I believe so. Part of it. Not sure where we're going to be.
Have we been approached, Mark?
It wasn't Mark. It was
Jordan.
Nope. Wasn't Jordan.
No, it was Josiah.
Nope. That's Jordan.
Was it Shadowback?
Nope. It was somebody else, and he's not from this direct area. He's about an hour away. He was approached for the Batlook display.
Whoa, that's the Taj Heck.
Yeah,
and they're not in CAG anymore.
Oh, really? Oh, dang.
They'll come with anyway. I think we were well.
They're with Law.
No.
They're independent, privateer, I guess.
EIF, I believe.
Ah. I know. I've been approached by other groups in the country, including the Proud Warriors of Chronos.
Yeah.
But they don't have a chapter here, so
Yeah.
I take niceties with them.
Oh, okay. There's only.
Thing
Wait,
is,
what?
it's CAG's policy that you can be a part of any group.
Right.
Right. I fellow Klingon's a fellow Klingon as far as I'm concerned. It's a big universe, you know?
Well, look at how many houses there are.
So I'm not saying anything.
I mean, there's a lot of houses in the Klingon Empire, and each one of those houses, the larger ones, have fleets with multiple houses serving in them.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm looking for. Where did we have our discussion, Jordan? On the CAG Convention Center? Was that?
he probably left the chat.
No, we posted stuff, but I'm trying to figure out where we had the chat about the con the last time.
But we
Because
had it on Discord.
I know. I'm trying to find which Discord it was in. Because the CAG in Florida only had 2 spots. Trying to find the CAG convention, that doesn't look right.
No, it's just
CAG.
CAG. And I think we did it in the Fleet channel.
Yeah. And so that was the ship. Dang. Well, we could.
Well, for those of you that want to spend a little more money, this is the last year
You're gonna
for
give it to
Holiday
me?
Matsuri
You're going to give it
at
to me?
the Marriott World Center. For
There's
what
just
that's
one
worth.
day
They
in prison.
couldn't handle the crowds last year. I'm trying to figure out how they're going to do it this year because they had the entire sheriff's department there from Orange County, including the sheriff and the SWAT team and everybody else they could get their hands on.
I think that's yours.
It was a circus.
Oh, yeah.
They're probably going to either wind up at either A, the Hyatt, or B, Orange County Convention Center next year.
Now, who is this, Mark?
Holiday Matsuri.
Okay.
Trying to figure out. Do you know James Freed?
No. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, figure it. Oh. He walked out the door, but I wonder. I know we were approached by SFI, but we could always. Oh, you need the bathroom. Let me talk to him because we could always expand our booth if we have the room and just do both. But
expand our booth where?
Polytech.
Okay.
Oh, Polytech,
So
yeah. That thing, yeah.
If Drew approves it, we were approached as a Starfleet group, but to me, I don't see a problem with just doing both. Come on,
When's
we
Polytech?
finished. Polytech is in Lakeland.
No, when?
March 16th.
Okay.
So it's about a month after. It's exactly about a month after BartoCon, or I'm sorry, Sci-Fi Barto.
That's the beauty of February, March.
What's that?
They have the same dates.
Yeah.
For the same days of the week. Except once every 4 years.
Yeah, when that 29th date. You know what's funny is I like history. I actually looked up, or I actually saw something that said at one time there was actually 13 months instead of 12. And in the 13 months, each month had 28 days. Guess what we didn't have? Leap year. And guess what else we had? Every day was on the same day. So 1 was on one day and 7 was on Saturday. I think it started Sunday. So every Sunday, the first of the month was Sunday. The 7th of the month was Saturday. The dates didn't change all year round. It stayed consistent.
How did they keep the year consistent?
Say what?
How did they keep the year consistent?
Because if you do that with 28 days straight, that's exactly how, in 13 months, 28 days, 13 months, is exactly the rotation of the Earth.
Because there is the reason we have leap year is to catch up with the calendar.
Well, nobody's smart.
If every month was identical, you wouldn't sell a lot of calendars, man.
No kidding.
But that may have been the idea way back when.
No, that was the Julian calendar changed all of that. That was the Romans.
So
What's another way to say Roman? Romulan. Just leaving it there.
And then the Pope had to weigh in and change the calendar again.
Mm-hmm.
nobody will
It's
leave
actually
any.
going to be a leap year next year.
Yep.
I ain't leaping any year.
So somebody is born will be somebody that was born in 2000 is 1 year old next year.
You know,
Birthday doesn't come around but once every 4 years.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
they pulled that joke in the Pirates of Penzance. Okay,
I am the very version of American Major General.
No, shut up.
That's who it is. James from the Andromeda.
I'm sorry, but when someone said Pirates of Penzance, that's the immediate thing I think of.
He actually answered the questions. SDC number, are you a member? So we have one private site for our chapter, and I have all the questions on it. And since we've had it, nobody has ever answered the questions. No, you were on the creation before we added the questions.
Yes, I know, but I'm still.
But I think it was funny. I've never had somebody actually answer the questions. I didn't mean to go all that. But so, yeah, humans don't do things that make sense in society, it seems.
yeah, I do. They make dollars and cents.
You need pennies and nickels?
They're the same as dollars and cents, yeah.
But,
No.
so
Plated swaggering dictator with visions of godhood.
So we normally have first and third. However, Christmas weekend is a long weekend. Christmas is actually on Monday. That means we could have a show either Friday or Christmas Eve.
I'm drinking it whole week.
So
Birthday week.
Oh, yeah.
put it down. You ask the question first. So the question to y'all is, would you all like to do a show on Friday night? Or would you like to do the Christmas show Saturday or Sunday?
I'm the one that has to get it. She'll go home with you.
I won't be here. I'm just saying Christmas special.
Yeah.
No, Friday. Friday. So we will have our next show on the 15th, and then we will have the show the Friday before Christmas to start off. He had a Christmas one to kick off the Christmas weekend. How about that?
I turned off my
So,
camera. I turned off
I
the
will
camera.
put that up on the Facebook page. So bring your eggnog or libations of your choice. We might play a little bit of Christmas music and celebrate Christmas that day. But next weekend, I
don't like
I love
he just invited everybody here. So if you're in the area and you want to join in the Christmas celebration Friday night, you're welcome to go. So that's the weekend of Christmas.
Jordan is a cast. What can you mix me up to make me feel no pain whatsoever?
You have to get Josiah over here. He's the bartender.
Yes, I know, but
Yeah.
you could be the creative.
Oh.
decided to make me bring
So,
You haven't made Synthahol yet?
I know that on the 11th, there's going to be a run through of the Haven / Russell Camp.
It's the Haven Camp trivia game. We're going to see how that's going to work.
Oh, it's going to be a trivia game. Okay. So that'll be announced. I'm not sure if it will
In
be
the
through
future.
StreamYard.
Let's do Zoom.
Okay, it'll be through Zoom. So have fun with that.
Currently, it's there's going to be the 2 chapters to see how they work well.
Yeah.
So,
And like I said, in the future, we will have a game night from the Russell Camp. There will be an After Dark coming soon. The temporary intro was approved. I will add some more pictures. I just have to find them to make that a little bit bigger and drop it to like 15 seconds, I think. What else? After Dark will be doing viewing parties on Saturday evenings. So we might have multiple shows on Saturdays going on. I don't plan on driving everywhere. So we'll figure out which shows are all together.
we are also working. I am working on several interviews with fan film producers and companies.
February is the release of that movie.
One of them we're working with is Avalon Studio,
Which was the one that the Klingons went and played.
Yeah, it was Mike, Mark, and myself. We played Klingons.
So there's a lot that we're going to work on. I know we'll be having some ideas. The one thing that we did want to do within the next 6 months is have a barbecue. Oh, hi Donna. Sorry. Okay. So the ones that will be scheduled, I will be posting on the Facebook page of the shows. When Steve gives us a definite schedule, those will be posted. If you look under today's show announcement, all of the flyers for all the local cons that we're involved in the next 6 months are going to be listed there. So I think that's everything.
Just feed them.
So tomorrow, I think it's crafting at Drew's house.
Yeah.
With Drew, Sharon, Austin, and Savannah, and Child.
And child.
Did you say me?
You want my brain to work with 1 hour of sleep? Go for it. I'm doing pretty good tonight. At least I didn't knock the show offline this time.
The Klingon Empire.
Not me. So let me put those up. So the dates for the next 2 shows for Coffee With will be calendar.
I want to do because you won't be able to get there.
Total eclipse on the 8th, you said?
Total eclipse of the heart. Yep.
What's HQ'd?
Headquarters.
Sorry, I am brain dead.
HQ is headquarters.
She said, we're going to need a show headquartered by you guys for the day on April 18th, total eclipse. April 8th. Okay. Remind me.
Total eclipse of
I will
what?
see if I can get that date off.
Total eclipse of what? Because the solar eclipse is not going to be in the Florida area at all.
Oh. We're going to get a bunch of units and chapters in the eclipse zone. Okay. So you want us to broadcast kind of like we did last year's Region 3, what was that called? Meet and greet, whatever. CQ. Okay. Talk to remote people in the field. Okay. Post that on the group. Put a reminder for me. So the shows for this month are going to be on the 15th and the 22nd. So 2 weeks in a row.
I just not going to the wrong place. I did.
I don't know what you did.
I'm sending them messages instead of Facebook.
Oh. Okay, so add that to the list of things. They're due April 8th is a Monday, so I'm going to have to see if I can get that off to be the remote person to broadcast it for you. All right, guys. So, till the 15th, live long and prosper, pillage and have fun, kapla, and
Sayonara.
happy holidays.